been a minute, so I wanted to do a real quick cold start. I just pulled out of the garage, so let's go ahead and crank it up and see what it sounds like. Sounds freaking amazing. I do a rev when I get out of the neighborhood. Alright, so a couple things to talk about today. Let me pull out the neighborhood and then we'll jump right into it. Hot day in Florida, so I'm gonna see if I can keep it short. I think it's been in the 90s, 100s the past couple days, so yeah, that part. Couple things happened since I last talked to y'all. Of course, the biggest one is that I got the bike retuned. So if you remember, after I put on the exhaust, I got it tuned. Numbers were okay. We did see some improvement, but decided to go back and get it tuned. Just after reading some of the forums, had a couple people reach out just saying that they were seeing more gains than what I got. So I reached out to the folks at Ryno Motorsports and I told them, hey, we have a couple people saying they're getting this or they're getting that, and really there was a bug with the software. It wasn't the tuner's fault. There was something going on with the software from Woolwich Racing, and the tuner was able to reach out to Woolwich and they confirmed the bug, and then they actually Ryno scheduled me to come out to get it retuned. So we did, and we did see some improvements, and we're going to jump into that here in a little bit. But before, let me get on the road and just hear what she's sounding like. So far, I'm liking what I hear, I'm liking how it feels, and I'm liking what I see. So again, the folks at Ryno Motorsports, when I did my first video on the tuning, he said a lot of folks reached out to him, and majority out of the area. So they were asking to see if they can actually ship their ECU out to get the tuning done, and at the time they did not offer that service. But when I brought this bike in to get retuned, they were able to kind of keep a copy of what they did. So now if you're willing to ship your ECU in, if you own a CB1000R and you want to ship your ECU in to get it tuned, they can go ahead and do that. And of course I'll put the details in the description of this video. Reach out to them. They're here in Central Florida, but like I said, if you're out of the area, you can ship your ECU in and they'll take care of it for you. They get the flash done. Oh my God. I know I made a video saying that I might be getting rid of this bike, but yeah, that's not gonna happen anymore. I am holding on to this. Whether I get a new one or a second bike or whatever, that's a different story. But this bike is staying, and it's staying for good. Like, I can't imagine getting rid of it. Just not only the work that I put into it, but also I still love the bike. I love how it feels, love how it looks, love how it sounds. My God, love how it sounds. Love how it sounds. Also, we're getting some flames. I don't know if you guys see that short that I released on July 4th, but we are getting some flames shooting out the back, so doesn't hurt, right? I want to go over here and get zipped up, and we'll talk about the numbers here in a little bit. My God, sounds amazing. Spot up here. I know you guys haven't really heard me rev it, so I'm going to give you a taste of what this thing actually sounds like. Get my jacket zipped up a little bit. Man, what a nice looking bike. Holy shit, can't believe it's mine. Every time I look at it, I'm in awe just how well put together it is. Just the additions that I made, I feel like I really made this bike mine. Now that it's warmed up, let's hear what it sounds like. We call her Ebony, by the way. Holy shit. Man. All right, so let's talk about the tuning. So this came out of factory, I believe, with 116 horsepower and I believe 68 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm going to put the graph up on the screen so you can kind of follow. Also, I have these numbers memorized, so take it for what it's worth. I should be close within one or two of what's actually on the paper. But started out with 116 horsepower, braking horsepower, about 68 foot-pound of torque. The first tuning, we were able to get it to 126 and I believe 73. And a lot of people were saying that they were seeing high numbers in that. So again, they said that they reached out to Woolwich Racing and they were able to confirm. So again, I reached out to Ryno. They confirmed with Woolwich and they had me bring the bike in. Everything was covered since I got a tune with them, so they didn't charge me for the second visit. They retuned it. Now I'm up to 133 horsepower and a 74.8, I believe, foot-pound of torque. So look at the chart. We started out with 116, now we're at 133, so that's a jump of what, 17, I believe. And you feel it, the bike wakes up. And one of the biggest things is, if you look at the chart, that dip when you're in second gear, that was really noticeable. They were able to smooth that out, and just the throttle just feels a lot better. So shout out to Ryno Motorsports. Again, I'll link their info in the description if you want to go ahead and send your stuff in, send your ECU in to get it flashed.